Aggressive gang. Aggressive gang. Aggressive gang. Aggressive ones. The Defiance Den. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? How are you? Happy Sunday to everybody in the chat. Maybe I should have held church. Think I should have held church today? Maybe I can't because maybe I can't. Maybe I can't hold church today. What? No church? Let's go, chat. Welcome, everybody.
Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. What's up, Hank Bridges? Salute to you. What's up, French Pablo, Fox Racing, Brownies, Ellen Witzman? What is good, everybody? Hi, Amy. Salute to the chat, man. What's up, Ellen? I see you, Ellen. Jack's Crossing. What's up? What's up, Texas? Yvette, Florida, life in the sun. Elcat, definitely in the building. What up, Elcat? Brandy West. Hello, Brandy. Thank you for being here. Twisterella, I see you, little mama. Courtney Reed is in the building. Chrissy K. Chrissy with a K. Chrissy with a K. Brian's Ramblings. Hello there, Brian. What's up, Chris? Strawberry. What's good, Strawberry? James S. What's up, my bro? Salute to you. You guys have a good Sunday? I could almost forgot about church. Did anybody have church today? What? No church today? No church today, Toddy. How come we didn't have church? Oh, that's right. That's right. Because nobody cares. Nobody cares enough. That's right. What's good? What's good, everybody? Voices behind the wall. Oh, I'm happy you're on this one too. Thank you, Voices. Good to see you. Brownies. I'm gonna cover this a little bit differently than the rest of people. I am. Y'all know that. I'm gonna give JLR his grace, man, because women be crazy sometimes. What's up, Lee Ski? And I'm not saying that I know she's done something crazy or JLR's innocent or anything. But I think a lot of people have jumped the gun on this, and I know why they've done it. I know why they've jumped the gun on this. We got Twisterella in the building. What up, Bobby? What up, Jackal? Chris again. What up, Chris? Lily Haley. What up? What's up? What's up? Courtney Reed. I hope you guys had a good day, regardless, man. And I'm going to tell you this. I kind of stayed off this one a little bit because I like to let things iron themselves out, right? Let's see them iron themselves out, right? So far, there's not even been a probable cause enough to even arrest JLR. So, was there a real crime committed? Because, like, you would have to have a probable cause. So when the police got there, does that mean that they never seen probable cause to arrest him? Well, let's take a look at it, y'all. Plunder has got the FOIAs and everything on this. So we will be going to Plunder, and we will be seeing what Plunder has to say about this. And then I'm going to be bringing up all of the things that you know. Here's the thing, though. I'm not up here capping for anybody that's been through domestic violence. I'm not up here rallying for JLR. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm one of them people that's here to see it all fall through, right? What's up? What's up, Nancy and daughter Jackie? I just like to see the whole thing follow through. And what I'm telling y'all is why you guys see all of these people jumping down JLR and jumping all over this shit is because they want his spot. They do. They want JLR to be bad because they think in some crazy, weird way that they're going to gain his viewers or something. That's what they believe. They act like women are the only ones that are victims of domestic violence. Very, very true. Very, 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 very true. But we're gonna let this. I'm gonna go over this with y'all now because now they've got my interest. Now they've got my interest because Toddy was just using this woman the other day to slander JLR, to slandering, calling him a woman beater. Like what? Like you don't even have enough evidence. There is no probable cause. She flew home this morning. The videos of him pretending to be a mass shooter is rather pretending.
Last night, we'll talk about it. This is the case of JLR Investigates,
Acting.
Jonathan Lee Riches and his fiance, as it were,
Shout out to y'all in the chat.
Jamie Phillips, also known as Magnolia online. There are a lot of reports I've received, and I had to put them in order to make sense of them in my mind. Even the reports conflict with itself, like this December 27th, 2025 report. At the same time, it says,
You think Ms. Doubtfire is a man? You think Toddy is a man? It could be. Did he run? See what I mean? You see what I mean? He knows he's in trouble. The question is, will he run again? I don't think he's ran anywhere, man. I mean, let's be honest here. Where did he run to? He's on camera every day. He's protesting. Oh my God!
There is no probable cause.
These people
says
take
one
this
report.
true crime shit
The
way
same
too
report
far.
claims
They make themselves part of this shit, bro, and it's retarded.
Jamie flew home this morning. He
Hey,
was
look.
arrested. So
Hey, look, I got a warrant out for my arrest. I'm running too. Let's stop and live in the real world here. Yeah. Stop. Let's live in the real world here. If you got a warrant out for your arrest, I know most people say, go turn yourself in. It'll look good for you in court. No, it won't. No, it won't. Go turn yourself in. No, don't. That's why the police officers get paid a salary. That's why warrant cops get paid a salary, right? Thank you, brownies. If somebody's beating on you, don't you get the fuck away? Don't you? I'm just saying, I don't know, kitten. I might be in love with Toddy, you know? Funny jokes you got in my comment section, kitten. But I laugh, because look at me and look at her. I mean, are you serious here? I mean, are we really fucking serious? That's funny, though. Has free to go where he wants until the law says he can't. You been thinking Toddy's a dude? In case you guys don't know, Toddy had her video down. Toddy that put her video back up, it was taken back down. Like, what a dummy. What a dummy. Okay. As you can see, now I'm going to tell you something right here. I'm going to tell you something straight up. And I got people that can, I got people that can back this. Okay. I've had people on the channel back this. One time, me and my ex got into a big old argument, right? I told this story the other day how I kicked the door down when she tried to lock me out. Kicked the door down. I've never hit a woman in my life that I've ever been with. Never planned to. But she says, I'm calling the police. Fuck this shit. You know what I did? You know what I did? My dumbass in a drunk stupor decided, nah, fuck, if I'm going to jail, bitch, you're going with me. And I took my fist and went, bam! Blasted. I mean, blasted my nose. It was bleeding from fucking, it was bleeding, y'all. Because I'm like, hey, if you're going to send me to jail for nothing, I'm going to send you to jail for nothing. Cops got there, didn't do a damn thing. They didn't even ask me how I was bleeding. That just goes to show you that it's very, very, very whoever comes out. Girl showing she had 3 videos taken down.
Oh, he missed
boy.
his flight. No wonder people are like, what's going on? If JLR indeed did all these things he's being accused of doing, why wasn't he arrested? That's what we're trying to get to. That's what we're trying to get.
Yeah. Why wasn't he arrested? Let me guess. Some big fucking conspiracy, right? He's knows somebody in law enforcement. He's been doing true crime.
At here. So let's go over everything. I want the evidence to speak for itself. You know, people are kind of like, ooh, plunder's really coming for JLR. And I'm like, to me, this is like any other.
You know what else I've learned about the true crime, the true crime community on YouTube? A lot of these people that get up here and try to put out true crime, and I'm not talking about plunder at all. I'm just speaking in general. A lot of these people, they come for like people's like how they are in real life. And then the content creator, you constantly see this person try to act like they're better than everyone else. Oh, this person's really evil in real life. This person is even realer than this life.
Crime case we would cover, figure out if there was an alleged crime that occurred, go over the court documents. I guess it just feels so personal to people because we feel like we know him. We've been watching him, enjoying him traveling.
No, we don't feel like we know him. Let's stop that right there. I'm going to speak against this. No, don't feel like you know JLR. Don't feel like you know me. Don't feel like you know any fucking content creator unless you know them. Because that, my friend, is called parasocial. That's called parasocial. And that's called fucking weird. I hate to say it. It's called weird. I guess I'm going to be the only one that's going to take everything and put it out fucking straight as it is.
Around the country for years. Maybe that's why it feels so weird and so personal to people. So let's do this.
It should never feel personal, dude. That is fucking weird. If this is the only reason why this should ever be personal to you is if you went through domestic violence yourself. If you've been lied on yourself. But that's the only reason. It isn't because you feel like you know JLR, because you don't. You don't know anything about these people. You don't know nothing. I make it a point to make sure you don't know who I am. You might think you know who I am, but that's the part of the play.
Will an arrest warrant ever be created for JLR? Now, according to the...
So there's not even been an arrest warrant for JLR. This man hasn't even been found with a probable cause of beating anyone up, and he's being slayed all over the internet, and he may not have ever even hit this woman. She may have all done it herself. That's it. She may have done it all herself, bro. Straight up. I'm just saying. And a lot of people want JLR spot. They do. A lot of people are going after him because they think that it's going to help their channels grow. That's not going to last, man. Because the problem with that is you're just going to have to keep going after people. And then the moment you stop going after people, then your channel tanks. Nobody wants to be JLR? I fucking beg to fucking differ on that one, buddy. I beg to differ on that one. I seen a whole lot of people outside Nancy Guthrie's channel that wanted to be just like JLR. Don't go there with me.
Chelan County Sheriff's Office out in Washington, the incident report that has come out, Deputy K. Talley determined there was probable cause.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in a, you don't have, no, hillbilly. That does not matter if you're a resident or not, honey. That does not matter. I promise you, you do not have to be a resident of a state to commit a crime in that state. A crime is a crime. Being a resident has nothing to do with it. Well, if he's done it, then he done it. I'm not up here
Lee Riches for the following criminal offenses: assault in the second degree, domestic violence, a Class B felony in Washington, harassments, threats to kill, domestic violence, a Class C felony, and then interfering with the reporting of DV, which is a gross misdemeanor.
Okay, hold on, man. What state is this? Is this Washington State or is this Washington, D.C.? Rain trolls everywhere? Yeah.
Assault in the second degree, domestic violence, a Class B felony in Washington.
So it is, hold on, domestic violence, a Class B felony? I think we're giving out a little bit of misinformation there. Hi, Earth. I think we're giving out a little bit of misinformation. That might be domestic violence with cause of injury or domestic violence. Like, I think that's misinformation, y'all. I'm just saying, dude. Because in my state, just domestic battery is a misdemeanor. Yeah, Magnolia's got her passed for lying about domestic and all that shit. Yeah, totally, dude. Thank you. She's giving out false information, bro. She's giving out just parts of the information because it's right here. It's right here, bro. Domestic violence in the state of Washington is a Class A misdemeanor. It can result into 364 days of jail time, loss of gun rights, probation, and a $5,000 fine. I told you all this yesterday. No, honey. She's got a past of talking about some other man beating on her. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care what anyone else has done as far as crimes. I could give a shit less. But there is another man that has come out and says that she lied on him too. So she's leaving a lot out of this. A gross misdemeanor just means violent. JLR has a past of, I know he went to prison for fraud, but those are white collar crimes, bro. If we're all up here trying to act like we're better than everybody, shut the fuck up. Like listen to me though. The police report doesn't mean it's true. It just means, yeah, violent, gross. There's more to it, honey. I'm just saying, bruh. Like, I'm just saying, domestic violence, your first one in the state of Washington and in most states, is a misdemeanor. The second one, within so many years, turns it into a felony. Thank you, Jupiter. Everybody has skeletons. Everybody does something wrong. Everybody, just not everybody's been caught. And I can't stand it, dude. Every time I look up at these true crime reporting ass YouTubers, they constantly act like they're better than the person that they're reporting on. And that's not the case, homie. That's just not the case. It's not the case. We all know it. So like let me show you what this does. This type of reporting leaves people, people like that go into Toddy's chat, those kind of people that just don't do any more research than what they're told from Toddy, those type of people. So anybody that's not willing to do any research and just wants to hear the story is going to go to Plunder, and Plunder's going to say, oh shit, he's got felonies. It's just not the case, man.
Jonathan Lee Riches for the following criminal offenses: assault in the second degree, domestic violence, a Class B felony in Washington, harassments, threats to
Class B, it's not a Class B felony. Domestic violence isn't a Class B felony.
kill, domestic violence, a Class C felony, and then interfering with the reporting of DV, which is a gross misdemeanor. Let's go over all this evidence we have so far and make sense of what allegedly happened out in Washington state, which traversed the country. We have Florida involved, we have Garland County, Arkansas involved. So there's a lot to cover here. Of course, I've been putting in public records requests all over the country. Just put in another one in Washington to try and figure out what happened with this incident. Where does it stand? Okay, the Florida event.
Jupiter. Thank you, Jupiter. I appreciate you, sweets. I mean, you can do as much research as you want, hillbilly. It doesn't lead you to any proof, though. I've done a lot of research myself, sweetheart. I have. And right now in Washington, they have no probable cause to even arrest him. This man has not even been arrested. And he did this in Christmas time? He did this Christmas time, and he still hasn't even been arrested. So, whoever she's told, they don't believe her. Whoever she has told to do something about this, they don't believe her. I mean, you start with an arrest. JLR fraud hurt a lot of innocent people. They all got paid back. They got their money back. He's already went to trial for the December assault.
JLR and Jamie's home. I didn't realize they lived together. They purchased this home together. I assumed for some reason she just moved into his house or something, but that's why I requested Florida.
I just, that statement, fraud. JLR is just a fraud. And I'm not coming at you, hillbilly. I love you. What is he frauding? What is he frauding? No. No way he went to trial for the December assault. Hell no. I'll throw in a little bit. Let
Events
me get
at
through
this
this.
particular home.
Then we can
I
have,
got a
we can have
list at
diverse
first,
questions.
and so figuring
have
out
to
which
come with
ones are
proof, baby.
attributable to Jamie and
You'll just
JLR
be
and what they all mean is where we can start. You'll see a list of all these events that happened. You know, I got rid of the ones before 2024 because it appears Jamie and JLR purchased the home November 1st, 2024. So there were some events in October of 2024. I don't know if they're attributable to them or not, but let's go on down the list and explain where we are, what we have. Let me break it down. I did a nice time.
What he means a false flagger, never been put down or blessed into GD Nation. He said he was a disciple? No fucking way, bro. I get so sick of all these fucking, bro. Let me tell you something. When I was in the joint, there was no white gang members. There were, but there were very, 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 very few. I mean, very, very few. He said he's so. JLR said that he was a member of the Gangster Disciples. Man, people got to quit with that shit. Excuse me. People kept asking me in my chat, what did Jumpsuit Pablo a fraud for? What did he fake for? I didn't say he was fraud, but the man come to the internet telling everybody that he ran the Gangster Disciples while he was in prison, and then showed a bunch of fucking pictures of himself hanging out with black folk and having a bunch of commissary. That doesn't mean you ran a damn thing. And I guarantee you, Jumpsuit Pablo didn't run a fucking thing. I promise you. Oh, that's fucking crazy. I just he absolutely said it. That's fucking amazing. That's amazing, dude. Maybe he's just so stupid that he didn't know that he was just a turnout. Like, bro, like, come on, man. It's very, 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 very few white members in a black gang. The Gangster Disciples is a black gang. Bloods, a black gang. Crips, a black gang. But there are white people involved in these organizations. I'm not saying that that's not what I mean. I'm just saying it's very few and far between that the white dude comes into a prison system from fucking ape shit in the country and he starts running the GDs like Pablo says or whatever his name is. Like, come on, bro. Like, cut it out. Everybody knows you were just the commissary, bitch. Everybody knows you were just used. Everybody knows that you were just being protected because you thought you was cool. You thought you were part of the gang, but they knew what they were doing. Come on, man. I gave the prison system 8 years of my entire life, bro. And that's a long time, man. I can't get none of that back. I watched every type of person go through there. I've watched I've seen it all. I've seen it all. No free. Toddy wasn't giving no free noodles.
Timeline. So, right before potentially Jamie and JLR moved in together, there was this welfare check on October 10th, 2024 at this Florida house. Someone was concerned they hadn't spoken to a family member. They weren't answering their door. She was at the location. I don't know who this is. The officer made contact with the person, said he didn't want to talk. He went back inside.
Let Brian keep going. It won't be long before my mods get tired of him and they'll just boot him. I'm just saying. My mods will get
the
rid
house.
of him.
The woman had called because she hadn't heard from him because he was working late. But he had just gotten.
Pablo didn't. Pablo didn't. See, here's a white man right here. Now that we speak of this, Scooter Beggins is a white man that's actually involved in the organization, as you can tell by the way he speaks. Right? JLR Army Strong. I'm not up here cutting JLR down. And I'm not up here to cut Magnolia down either, because I damn sure would not like to be cutting her down and this all really did happen. Nobody knows, bro. And I'm just not one of those YouTubers. I don't get up here and go, yep, 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 yep. That's him. That he did it, they did it. Yep. No, I just don't do it. I'm here to revenge Jack Frost. Oh no.
Home a minute ago. Everyone appeared fine.
Oh,
Now, that might
no.
have been the prior residence, but since it was so close to when Jamie and JLR potentially moved in, I still requested body cam. We'll see if I get that
Hi,
to see
I
who
love you,
it's
bro.
related to. And then there was an October 28th, 2024 disturbance. The homeowner of this location, some rental property, the neighbor was mad that the caller put a fence up, and the neighbor has been coming onto caller's property and cutting back the trees, and, you know, one of those neighbor fights. So if that's JLR or Jamie, we shall see. For sure, the warranty deed says by November 1st, Jonathan Lee Riches and Jamie Phillips bought a home
Who's a racist? Get out of my chat, you fucking weirdo.
together in
You're an
Pasco
idiot.
County, Florida. I guess it makes sense
You're an
because as
idiot.
Jamie put in her other report,
Mods, you know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Just blah, blah, blah. Blam they bitch asses.
they started
Come back with
dating at
another
the
account.
beginning of 2023. So maybe they thought, oh, we really get along. 2023 went by, and then sometime in 2024, you started seeing Magnolia pop up quite a bit on JLR's channel. You know, I see in 2024 his community post, tonight Magnolia X Rio joins me live for the first time to premiere a special audio production she created of Detective Todd Click's explosive testimony from the Richard Allen motion to dismiss hearing that was held on March 18th. So, you know, he's starting to bring Magnolia.
You got to do better than that, boots on women. You got to do better than that. If you're going to come in here and troll, you got to do better. You got to do a little better.
Publicly onto his channel. I don't know how much she had been helping him in 2023 with his channel.
Hold on, what's that? 2023 was his 125,000.
But JLR Investigates also said, new, we're expanding to a second channel. This is sometime in 2024. Make sure you follow Magnolia X Rio if you're not already. We film a lot of video in the field that never gets posted, so you can expect to see more behind the scenes content and maybe a little fun stuff too. Double boots on the ground. So it was really cute. Then by June 2024, JLR is promoting Magnolia's A Day in the Life video about some subjects. By Christmas time 2024, JLR and Magnolia, they're having a members only And JLR is posting,
People are
Merry
stupid. Don't even
Christmas
give them no
Eve,
attention.
everyone, church time. This cute couple, they're sitting there in church together. Again, like I said previously, we all started to learn about JLR's.
Oh God, True Crime Junkies is definitely a troll. Ban that motherfucker. I'm coming to get rejection for Willie and Willie. Boy, you just came up with True Crime Junkie? Let's see, man. Let's see how old this fucking channel is. Boy, oh boy. Oh, okay. I know how he knows me. I know now. He follows Dolly Vision around too. I
Past
got you.
conviction
You
for
gave me
fraud,
this. I
serving
know.
time. He told us, yeah, that was my
He really,
past, whatever. I'm not
because I exposed the shit out of both of them. I exposed the shit out of both of them.
proud of it, or whatever he says. I don't know. I've turned over a new leaf, and he believes in God, allegedly, and all this stuff. So many
Nice.
of us are like, who are we to judge? If not for the grace of God, I would have a record. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, this is cool. And I like Magnolia bringing her feminine energy and her wits and everything she brought to JLR. So they started celebrating. He's posting, oh, we reached how many of our subscribers?
I think people are just way too invested in things that they cannot control. I think people are just way too invested. Like JLR has fans that watch him like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, he did. He did too. He did. He did claim that, honey. He did, Texas. I'm just saying, he did. Pino's done videos about it. There's other YouTubers that's done videos about it. He did. He did. I don't have nothing against Pablo. I'm just saying that's the only thing I didn't care for. I just feel like there should be like a line that you as a viewer should make for yourself. You know what I mean? Like there are people that literally follow JLR every single thing he does, right? And they'll like the Nancy Guthrie coverage. They'll sit in his chat all day long, and you'll hear people say like things about who he is and how he is as a person. And JLR don't even have those types of streams. JLR really doesn't tell you who he is. JLR doesn't show you his real life, right? So it gets a little bit weird. Like when you see people just constantly like, I don't know. I just think as a viewer, you guys yourselves should put that line up, right? Draw that fucking line. Well, I was trying to let Brian rock, man, but he just kept going and going and going.
200K, 400K. And after a while, people started asking, where did Magnolia go? They noticed her presence was missing from his channel. I don't exactly know when she went missing from his channel. It was probably at least by August, I bet you, 2025. But as of Christmas 2024, they're streaming live. JLR Army members only live for.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Scooter. I'm in Indianapolis, so I'm pretty close to the motherland. So when I see people doing that dumb shit, I don't care what other state they're in. It's like you guys are just almost just faking the funk, man. And that's kind of how I feel a lot about gangs in general. Because you see fucking Hoovers in Texas do things completely opposite to the Hoovers that started it in Los Angeles. I mean, doing things completely opposite. I just think, I don't know. I never got into the gang banging thing. It really wasn't that prominent in my area. It was more about, yeah, there's real BGDs here, real GDs. Like there's just more. My neighborhoods, it was bound by neighborhood, like what side of town you was from, what neighborhood you were from. I mean, don't unsubscribe to him. I mean, he doesn't do it anymore. And I think he was doing a lot of it to get people's attention and shit. You know what I mean? It's early on in his YouTube careers when I caught it. But like, he's definitely done a little bit of time. I like this coverage of Nancy Guthrie. I don't care about someone's personal life. That's what you're supposed to say. Now, don't get me wrong. If this man's up here beating on this pretty woman right here, I mean, I don't find her pretty, but a lot of people would. If any woman's pretty to me, women are precious, 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 precious things. And if you're up here beating on your woman, dude, you should absolutely go to jail. You should absolutely have all eyes focused on you. Absolutely. I think so. And if this comes out that JLR's been beating the hell out of her, then he's got to reap what he sows. I hate to say it. That's why I'm not caping for him. But I'm also not going to come up here and say, oh, he's going to hell, Jake. Get him. Get him.
For Christmas with
Let's hang him.
JLR, Magnolia, OJ, I guess that's his cat, and Rio, her dog. She has her dog now. We appreciate all our members, they wrote. Christmas 2024 must have gone well, as far as we know. I don't know when the trouble truly started in this relationship. You know, people tend to, if you have relationship problems and you're really hoping it's going
That's
to
not
go
good.
well, you want it to go well, you want it to get better. Sometimes, you know, you just don't say anything about the things that went wrong. I know.
Who is that? There's JLR in it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, love doesn't come with a black eye. Love doesn't come with a broken nose. When you start to see things escalate to that point, get the fuck out. Your spouse shouldn't even be calling you names. Once the name calling starts, get out, man. The respect is over. Love comes with understanding, honesty, loyalty, trust. Love comes with a lot of things, and name calling and fist aren't what it is. You don't hit people or anything you care about. You just don't. I can't even whip my cat. That's how bad I am. I can't even whip my little kitty cat. What's up, Jason? So I know damn well I can't go beating on my woman. I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. My mama taught me better than that, man.
By August 2025, Jamie claims, as we listened to on the previous video, that there was a vicious attack against her by JLR. Those are her allegations.
JLR,
she called
bro.
the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, and she was trying to see if she could.
Shout out to my homeboy Primo Dupree. He said, "For the goal from the clouds." This is Community AD. Appreciate you, Primo.
Right now, 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 right now.
What's up, Cuddy? I think a relationship is like a common bond. There's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of things you got to look over, and then a lot of things that you have to speak about. But communication is definitely better than fucking beating on each other. I'm just saying.
Retroactively file a report that she had not reported previously.
And I wanted to ask about,
Thank you.
am I able to
Thank you, Earth Angel. And thank you, L Cat. Now I see why you're called L Cat. Okay. Makes a whole lot of sense now. But I'll leave that out. She said, make 'em mad. Make 'em mad. Thank you, L Cat. Hold on. We got Earth Angel with a $15 drop. She said, all you do. Love you from the angels. The aggressive angels.
Right now, 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 right now.
I hope that JLR didn't do this. I'll say that much. We got a new member, folks. We got a new member. We got a new member. If you have become a member on this channel in recent time, please make sure you get my email address so you can get that members only Discord. We're trying to get that pumping, y'all. So make sure you get in there. You get that by becoming a member.
Press charges against him or file police reports for incidents that happened previously that happened there in Pasco County. For example, there was a very vicious assault in August.
Okay, so that's what she says happened August 2025. And she also says, oh, I know I should have left him. You know, they went out about 3 years. And
is that the truth? See, she could sit up here and say this shit all she wants, but is it the truth? I hate to say it, but people fucking lie. I hate to say it. People lie. Men lie, women lie. Kids lie, adults lie, grown folks lie. You're either a liar or you aren't. But people do lie. I couldn't be with a drinker, man. Not one that liked to drink heavy. That's what stopped my last little fling I had. I was really digging the chick, man. Then I kind of realized she liked to drink every night. And it was fucking Captain Morgan and shit. You know what I mean? I was just like, this just ain't gonna work. I'm gonna back off. But I'm just saying, then, like, how can we can't get on him and say that this is all true if she's lied, he's lied, they've all lied. Come on, hillbilly. Come on, baby. What's up, Ryan?
I understand it's hard to break away from a person. I'm sure she loves, you know, like you love a person. It's not so easy to walk away.
Yeah, it isn't. It's not easy at
By
all.
Christmas Day, Christmas time 2025, that's when this incident happened in Chelan County, off in Washington State. They're at this beautiful resort. It's the All Seasons River Inn. Jamie, it sounds like the type that, you know, she's not just going to lay down and take anything. She sounds like she.
Let me tell you something. Women do this more than men ever do. Baby girl, I just told you a story, hillbilly, that I broke my own nose. My baby mama will confirm this. She will confirm this. We got into a heavy argument. I was all drunk. She comes walking in the door later than me. I walked home. And I was mad, boy, because I had to walk home. I didn't even have to. I just did. And I was mad. So we're yelling and shit. She gets on the phone, calls her mom and dad, gets them involved. So they're on the way, and they say they're calling the cops. Shit, I took my fist and I blasted myself right dead in the nose, man. I was leaking when the police showed up. I was leaking. They didn't do shit. It says, is there a problem in here? I looked at my ex. I was like, no. And she said, no, he's leaving. And they didn't even say, hey, man, how'd your nose start bleeding, man? Hey, man, you need some help? They were like, okay. And they just walked. They waited till I left and left. Straight up. Swear to God. That's how it happened. Oh, JLR's. If he's been good with his money, he's probably a millionaire. You don't, but there's these crazy look, hillbilly. My first baby mama, crazier than shit, man. She's still to this day. She's like going crazy now. Like she's literally going crazy. God bless her soul, you know what I mean? But she was crazy, crazy. She had me fighting 3 and 4 dudes at a time. I swear to you. Women get crazy too, man. You see women do this more than you see men do it. I'm not taking either side. That's where I'm laying my head at. I'm going right down the center on this one because I do see a lot of bashing going on. And if he has beat on this woman, by God, he deserves it. And if he hasn't, then she deserves it. I think he's probably made $1 million.
She was looking through Jonathan's phone, or she found, according to her, communications with other women or infidelity, pornography, stuff she didn't like, and she confronted him about it. I'm not sure if that's what the August incident was also about, but they're off in this beautiful place, off in Washington. It should be a wonderful Christmas romantic time. However, by Christmas Day, December 25th, 2025, it's like 9:18 a.m., Jamie is reporting that JLR assaulted her the night before. So around 10:21 a.m., this...
Man, it's really, 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 really hard to claim somebody assaulted you the night before. That is so hard, man. Come on, dude. He beat me up yesterday. Thunder ain't doing nothing wrong, really. I mean, she's just bringing what information she's getting. I don't see where Plunder's really doing anything bad. But like he beat me up yesterday. I don't like that already. Come on, man.
Deputy Kay Talley responds to the All Seasons River Inn, talks about noticing scars on Jamie, everything. JLR has already left. I believe it happened the night before. And Jamie said she went to sleep. She woke up, her phone was missing. She had JLR's business phone, and he took his personal phone.
Well, I had a fight with my boyfriend last night, and he hurt me and left and took my phone. And I don't know where he is, so I'm stuck here.
What did he do?
What's that?
You said he hurt you? What did he do?
Yes, my nose. He hit me, and my nose is hurt. It was bleeding earlier. This happened last night, and then he left, and I went to bed. And now I don't know where he is, and he took my phone.
Talley requested that Rivercom put an ATL.
You guys get along in that chat. You guys are my favorites, so cut it out.
Which is an attempt to locate for Jonathan. So this is the body cam video and other stuff I've requested, which should be available according to officials. They told me by May 7th. So what's that, about another more than a month from now? Hopefully we'll see that. Obviously we won't see JLR.
Bro. Like she wasn't even tripping on her getting beat up. Like that would be she was like, he's gone. He's got my phone. Yeah, he's gone with my phone. He's got my phone. First thing she tells him, he hit me. Come on. I can't believe this shit, man. This is.
He had already left town. We should be able to see Jamie. I don't know what they do out there.
What they do in my city is if your wife calls the police on you and they show up and they see probable cause that you have been injured, that you have been beat on, that you have been something that's happened to you, they will put a warrant out for that man's arrest for domestic violence. Swear to you. If the guy decides to go, decides to go, hey, let's see, like I'm leaving before the cops get here, they'll issue a warrant out for his arrest. And then the next time he's stopped somewhere or any place like that, they will definitely arrest that person.
I think Washington blurs a lot, but it's at a hotel. Maybe they'll blur the inside. I don't know what they'll do. So that's what happened Christmas Day. Now, from
Hey, you're
there,
going
I've
to
got
jail.
event reports from Florida.
Okay.
So 2 days later, December 27th, 2025, there's this call that comes in, information for deputy. This is the confusing call, and unfortunately, I can't believe we missed the cutoff. I mean, technically, I didn't miss the cutoff. I requested this call, but by the time they responded to my request, 3 months or 90 days had elapsed since, today is Saturday, March 28th. I got some of these yesterday. So January, February, March, just by a day or two, I missed getting the call audio, 90 days, and it's deleted, which is sad because I would really like to hear the audio of this call, because this is the confusing one where it's all over the place. Obviously, Jamie was calling. It's saying, according to the notes, which is all we have, the caller was in Washington State on Christmas Eve night. Her boyfriend assaulted her and broke her nose. Boyfriend is now driving to location 1 from location 1, whatever that means. Maybe she's
What?
saying JLR is driving from Washington to his house. It says, suspect is currently in South Dakota per his location. So Jamie was able to figure out, she was able to track him. He's in South Dakota
They
now.
probably had their locations on. This isn't like my my kids and everybody have their locations on. We know where we're at. Yeah, we're not disappearing. You're not disappearing. My baby mama's all over the kids, boy. We provide that phone. We want to know where that motherfucker's at. We got, what is it called? Life 360 or life whatever. I don't know what it's called. Some app that keeps your location on for the
It says
family.
the caller advised that she is going to visit a
Nothing wrong with
friend
it.
out of state. So I'm not sure if Jamie flew home immediately. JLR wasn't there, I guess. She tracked him. She knew he was in South Dakota. Maybe she felt safe to go home at that point. But then she's telling 911 she's off to visit a friend out of state, just to, be away from his
Life
presence, I'm
360.
sure.
Yep.
I'm
That's
sure
it.
she was afraid because, as we listened to that previous call when she was still in
Nah, don't dogpile Texas, Yvette, y'all. Just let y'all have y'all own opinions and let's move on. I've seen everybody apologize, so it's all good.
Washington, Jamie
Respectfully.
claimed JLR was texting, and the hotel managers and the innkeepers were like, he's trying to
Y'all
get
know how to
here,
be
he's trying to
adults, and
get
I dig
his
it. So,
property or whatever, he's trying to get into the hotel, and the cops told us, just don't respond, if he just let us know if he tries to call you and all that stuff. And Jamie had said at that point that Jonathan told her, I'm in trouble, what did you do? Which sounds so accusatory and blaming, putting the blame on her.
there's no proof that he even said that. That's just her saying he said that. Like, there's no proof to this whatsoever. No, he's not arrested. He's yet to be arrested. Yeah, 360 will. It watches my kids and shit. Yeah. Man. Yeah, Meg the Stallion raped Tory Lane's good. Yeah, JLR has not got arrested yet. No arrest, no probable cause. That says a lot, guys. No probable cause found to make an arrest. I mean, that is telling in itself. I mean, I don't know what else you say, because you have to have an overt act in the probable cause, right? So you have to have like overtly done something that they know you've done because there's either something that they can witness or something that they see on the crime scene, and then they can make an arrest. But no probable cause.
I'm about to leave
There's a lot, man.
the state. So I'm going to let them know that and just other updates because I think they're
Yeah, but then there should have been an arrest. Then there should have been an arrest. If you do have probable cause, what are you saying it for now? Go make the arrest.
trying to arrest.
Thank you for that, Texas Yvette. Thank you for that. Thank y'all for being adults in this chat. I appreciate that. That means the world to me because I don't like my mods to have to do their jobs to people that we love and people that we adore. So, like, I appreciate that. And that's real, true adulthood. Ha ha, Toddy. Ha ha.
My boyfriend.
Okay.
They're
Well,
looking for him. The reason I called this morning is because he had texted my phone and he said, "I'm in trouble. What did you do?" That's what he said in the text. I didn't answer it though. I didn't even open it. The officer told me don't even open it.
Well, I mean, she may not have broke her own nose. She may have had something happen. And now she decides she can blame it on him. We don't know. Like, everything that we see is not always the truth, guys. I'm just saying, the one thing that you can count on about people is about 60% of them lie. About 60% of people just tell stories for no fucking reason. And the ones that will tell them to get people in trouble are the worst. They are the worst kind of people. Oh, those are the worst. That they don't give a damn if they're lying about somebody and that person gets in trouble or not. Oh, I can't stand those people. Yeah, Brandy Grand Prix, she's one of those people. Yep. She'll claim the R word on men and she'll take it all the way to the bank if she could. But no fucking proof.
Can you also add threats to kill for the ATL? Female was transported to the hospital. Myself and 31 are in route.
But this call, December 27th, goes on to say, provided.
Now, I'm not going to say that she broke her own nose because I don't know many women that could do that. I did it, but I'm a man. Plus, I was drunk, too. I was drunk off my ass. And I don't think I actually broke it. I probably did because you can tell. But, like, I don't know. Anything could have happened. I just can't understand why there's no arrest. I hope. Here's my thing. I've watched JLR, and I've kind of got to like his style of YouTubing, and I just hope he didn't. You know, I hope that little motherfucker didn't beat on her. What's up, Predator Hunters? Nice to see you. I hope he didn't. He put out one of the best videos on YouTube I've ever seen, man. JLR did. When he rolled up on those Mexican people jumping the border with that ladder, oh, that was A1 perfect content, dude. And then come the Border Patrol, dude. That's like one of the best videos. That's raw footage of somebody actually jumping over the border wall with the handmade ladder that they made that went all the way up to the top. These women were climbing it all scared and shit. It's a great video, dude. Great video. Like JLR rolled right up on them too, jumped out, started filming them. Then here come fucking Border Patrol just a little bit too late. They was already over.
Caller with DV hotline info advised caller to contact Washington State and request they send a teletype referencing their active battery case and probable cause. So Jamie's calling Florida, Pasco, and like, look, Tell Washington to call us to give us all the info. It's difficult because it's shorthand figuring out what they're saying. This deputy in Washington state called in. He was advised he was told to call Pasco County. Advised there is no probable cause. Not sure what is needing. So that's what confused me.
So they hit the other place and they said, well, we don't even have a probable cause. Holy shit. People are proper jealous of him. I think that's some of it. Some of it think that if they can cancel JLR, that they'll somehow gain some of his subscribers. That's just not ever how it works. I mean, you might get a little trickle down, but people that are trolls and people that hate watch don't support. They just don't. So, like, you're not gaining a good following. You're gaining a following that's always going to want to watch you go at somebody. And then that's going to get old, man. That's going to get old. Cajun, my prayers to you, baby. Well, we're here for you. We're right here in this chat, baby.
Now, who was this deputy from
Sorry to
Washington
hear that.
State? You know, it's
I'm going to take a moment of silence. I'm going to go use the restroom. We're going to be quiet for Cajun's mama. Prayers to you, Cajun. What'd you say? Dolly Vision beat his girlfriend up? I seen some scandal he was just going through, wasn't he? Didn't White Boy Lockdown Radio expose him too for beating on his woman and shit? Look, dude, I'm not up here capping for JLR, not one bit. Don't take this like that. Do not take this like I'm coming up here and trying to protect JLR, because it kind of looks bad. It does. It looks bad. Well, we know why she stayed, Kathy. People do stay. Sadly enough, I've watched women get beat on my whole life and they stay. We all know that's true. And it's sad. Sadly enough, women stay. They do. And I mean, I've told my story. I was stabbed in the face and in the neck trying to protect a woman from getting beat on. Well, I mean, it was actually my girlfriend that jumped in, and then he tried to fuck with my girlfriend, so I jumped in, and he ended up stabbing me in the end of it all. And his wife ended up getting a restraining order on me the very next day. Like the very, very next day, like I'm this bad person and shit. Like I was going to come back and kill her or something. And that just wasn't the case. And she stayed with him and continued to get beat on by him. She ultimately ended up dying in the bathtub because she got pregnant and she had her tubes tied. So she had a tubal pregnancy and it killed her. They didn't know about it. He ended up dying, the dude that stabbed me. He ended up dying face down, and they think he had COVID. Like they left to go get medicine and shit because he wasn't feeling good, and they came back and he was face down blue. I don't know. I outlived him.
It's confusing because Deputy Talley, the one who responded to the hotel, is saying there was probable cause to arrest Jonathan
Jason?
Lee Riches. Now, 2 days later, December 27th, whatever deputy calls from Washington State to call Florida advised there is no probable cause.
Well, women that stay usually always get this man that, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I was drunk or I was on drugs. I'm sorry, baby. It'll never happen again. I promise, baby. I swear, I promise, honey. I'll never do it again. I feel so bad. And then the next time it gets more violent. And then he says sorry and sorry. And then the next time it becomes more violent. I've seen it, man.
Not sure what is needing. So
We ain't going
requested
for it over here.
deputy to call him. So they're going back. Washington State and Florida are going back and forth about this case.
Washington State and Florida are going back and forth. But what I'm saying, we only got a probable cause. What are you talking about? Like what?
It's like, what? What do you need? And we're seeing at some point, Talley is saying there's probable cause to arrest Jonathan Lee Riches, put out the attempt to locate, but he left town, so he's gone. So now they have
That
to
should be
deal
a
with
warrant.
Florida. And someone.
No, that should be a warrant out for his arrest from that county that they're filing the charge in. Seriously. Flat out. I don't know why they need to contact this fucking other state. They don't need to. Well, one's saying they do have probable cause and one says they don't. And this other one's saying basically, hey, we got probable cause down here, but he's up there. That's not, you have to have a warrant then. Like, you have to have a warrant then.
From Washington is calling Florida to say there is no probable cause.
Yes.
I want to hear the actual audio, not just see the notes, but it's been deleted. Oh well. It says, per X37, the caller is just making us aware since they live together at the location. So Jamie is like, look, I'm letting you guys know what's going on here. I'm just telling you, I'm back in
Don't work
Florida.
like that.
She claims he is.
You will get a warrant out. Florida's not going to call Washington and say, we need a probable cause. And then Washington says, we don't have a probable cause. What are you talking about? Washington says that you did, or Florida says that you did something wrong there. They just put out a warrant. In my state, if you whoop on a woman and you leave the scene of the crime, they put a warrant out on you every time.
Assaulted her out in Washington 2-3 days prior. They live in the same house. It's a heads up. Like, okay. This is another confusing point. She flew home this morning. He was arrested, so he missed his flight.
What? Where was he arrested? Where was he arrested? In Florida?
Have still been calling. This is February 1st, 2026. I should have the CAD notes and the 911 call coming. I had to run off and pay for them yesterday. It's some kind of battery domestic simple delay. So yeah, they're like, okay, you got to pay $112.50 for all this. The labor per hour, 4.5 hours at $25.
Yeah, that's what it cost.
An hour, 6 pages. Okay, it's 6 pages. I don't know what it is about this February 1st, 2026 incident that took them longer or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I went over the records request limit. Whatever. I happily went off and paid them. I wrote them a check. Unfortunately, I couldn't pay Pasco County directly. I like the ones you can just pay them, you know, put in my American Express number, pay, and send it to me. They are still snail mail. Well, I sent it UPS to them. So I went to UPS. That's why I was rushing last night. Got that video up and got to UPS by 7 p.m. before it closed. And I'm like, how much to get it there by Monday? And she's like, whoa, $130 something. And I felt like Chris Rock, like, oh, how much for just one wing? You know, like.
They went after you.
Said, how much to get it there Tuesday? It was cheaper, $56. So I already wrote them.
I'm not going after anybody. That's not why I do content. I go after people that come after me. Ain't nothing you can expose about me. I've done admitted all my crimes. I ain't been in trouble in 15 motherfucking years, and I'm a law-abiding, tax-paying fucking citizen. And I actually am a fucking patriot because I love my fucking country. Yep. So that's what I am. Expose that.
check for $112.50, sent it off for $56. So good enough. That's why I think a lot of people don't do these public records requests. They don't want to take the time and they don't want to pay the funds to do all this stuff. But this battery domestic simple delay is police shorthand. So battery, under Florida statutes, battery occurs when a person intentionally touches or strikes another person against their will, and it does not necessarily require a visible injury. Even an unwanted shove or grab can qualify. So wow, wouldn't a lot of people be in trouble for that? I know people are, still debating Jamie's injuries and that enhanced photo that Nerdy created to try and get people to see the injuries on the bridge of her nose and all that. We will see what comes out about this. Domestic indicates, of course, a domestic relationship, somebody living together, whatever. Simple means there's no aggravating factors like there wasn't the use of a deadly weapon, or it says, or the infliction of serious bodily harm. But to me, if her nose was indeed broken by JLR, and that's only allegations right now, that's pretty aggravated. Anyway, delay in dispatch terms means the incident is not currently in progress. The victim or witness is reporting an event that happened earlier. So I'm assuming this February 1st, 2026 call came in. It came in likely because Jamie was trying to find a way to document what she claims were previous vicious attacks, like the vicious attack in August. She didn't get into details there. That's what she says happened. So I'm assuming that's what.
Man, this just sounds very toxic at best, man. Like, I hope none of you ever have to deal with this in chat. I hope none of you ever have to live with anything like this. And if you are, do yourself a favor. For real. Do yourself a favor. Are they going to find enough probable cause to get JLR? Sounds like she's going to press some lawsuits on him, too.
This February 1st, 2026 call is for. And so by this point, Jonathan's been served. Things are heating up. Like if you go to the Jamie versus Jonathan case info in Arkansas, we can see a case is filed January 20th. Then the order of temporary protection is like scheduled. Stuff gets pushed back. But by February 2nd, 2026, Jonathan Riches was served in Pasco County. Order of protection. Okay. So as things are heating up.
Order of protection. Okay. Okay, we got an order of protection.
The beginning of February. I find it interesting timing. This February 1st, 2026 call, likely that Jamie made to Pasco police. What else happened February 1st, 2026? That's the day that Nancy Guthrie went missing. Nancy Guthrie was reported missing. So I also find that interesting. It was probably really.
So when he left to go do the Nancy thing, she got him. Wow. Wow.
Convenient and attractive to Jonathan to get out of town, crazy, with all his own alleged legal troubles heating up with his fiance.
But they didn't arrest him. Anybody can get a protection order, hillbilly. I can go get a protection order on anyone. The judge is going to automatically grant me a 10-day protection order. If I don't show up in 10 days, they're going to make it even further. I'm just telling you. He was at the Nancy Guthrie thing. It's very easy to get a protection order. Just a little bit of money. And I'm not sure, Tiffany. I'm not sure if he even knew. Now, you don't have to have much. You can get a 10-dayer one just by saying he's going to hurt me. Yeah, I know you know, Primo. If I show up and you don't, and the other person don't, they grant it even longer, Brandy. So if I go get a restraining order on you, and after 10 days, I show up and you don't show up, they're going to grant it even longer. But if I show up and say, look, there don't need to be a protection order, I ain't messing with her, you ain't messing with her, then they'll say, okay, break it. Yeah, it's kind of what happened with the Whitakers. But Betty didn't go. She was the one that got the one on her. So if she goes and gets the restraining order on JLR, okay, He goes to Nancy Guthrie in Arizona. He don't even know he gets served with a protection order. So he don't even show up to court. They're going to grant that protection order. The best thing the Whitakers got coming to them is if Patrick gets found guilty of fraud, he has to pay restitution to him. That's the best thing they got coming, guys. Yeah, that's probably the best thing they got coming to them. Or maybe somebody from Netflix goes and does a deal with
whatever
them.
you want to call her. He allegedly called her his fiance when he was, talking to the Washington people at the Rivers Inn place, trying to get into the room. And, I know how people do it, like, oh, my fiance is there and I was there with my fiance, making themselves sound a little bit more, I don't know, credible and stable. And I want to get into that room.
I'm not sure about like why he's not arrested. I don't know, but it's heating up, I guess. I mean, from what I'm understanding, there's a damn good chance he's got an arrest coming. I just think the longer they wait,
So
worse.
whatever happened, they're not together anymore. And thank God Jamie's safe. But I'm thinking she's calling February 1st, trying to report a prior incident of battery. I don't know how that went. Again, we will see. I'm wondering, JLR, he's home, he's alone. Jamie's not there. His case is heating up. He's been served. Maybe he was afraid of being arrested. Maybe JLR was afraid at any day now someone will come and arrest him. Oh no. What could be better than go hit the road, go camp out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home?
Man, dude, you know how easy it would have been to pick him up in front of Nancy Guthrie's house, guys? Let's not joke each other here. Let's not joke each other here. Do you understand how easy it would be for Florida to pick up the phone and call Pima County and say, hey, we got a guy wanted for domestic violence. He's sitting right out in front of Nancy Guthrie's house. Go get him. It would have been that simple. And they would have rolled right up and arrested him. Facts. She would have told them, here he is. And the whole world knew where he was. He's going to get arrested the day of the hearing.
And cover that case for months and months, or days and days and weeks and weeks. That's my thought pattern. I don't know. I haven't looked exactly when he arrived in Tucson. Case is still heating up, all through February in Arkansas. There's a copy of an order of protection and all that stuff, and there's a continuance, and there's the St. Patty's Day, March 17th hearing finally held. We went over that transcript, really short, great. The latest, most recent thing we see as of basically yesterday, March 27th, 2026, I was glad to see this, an e-filing for a notice of appearance of an attorney for Jamie. Jamie and JLR, they have their 3-year no contact order against each other. And now, as of yesterday, Jamie's attorney makes a filing an appearance. Jonathan's attorney, we heard his attorney in Washington on the phone, talking to Pasco County like something was going on and he wanted to see what do we need to do to get you guys. And, he saw a deputy leaving his place and what do we have to do to, get this squared away. We heard that quick call. So we'll see in Arkansas where it goes. The case type is an.
I think she's got some lawsuits coming. You think? Well, yeah, Florida's going to have to go get him. They'll just house him for up to 10 days. They'll arrest him on a warrant, house him. Florida have 10 days since it's out of state. If it's in state, they've got 3 working days. If it's out of state, they got 10 business days. Everywhere in the country. I don't know. I'm kind of lopsided with this because if he did do it, part of me says arrest his fucking ass. But if he didn't do it, then I say this is what's the problem with society. Unfortunately, people do this type of shit to people. Either way you look at it, it's kind of fucking sinister. I think she's got a lawsuit. I do. Just from what we've seen, I think she's got a simple lawsuit. A lawsuit's easy with that type of shit, man. I think she's got a lawsuit on him. Yeah, he can definitely countersue the fuck out of her too. Yeah, I just kind of try to remain down the middle with these types of things. I, I've watched every fucking body jump on the Slay JLR train, and I'm just not going to do that right now. And I'm not going to jump on the Slay Magnolia train either. I heard she tried to fucking rip off a congressman before JLR. Like, she did the same thing. But like, I'm not that dude, man. I'm not going to be like, well, he's guilty, she's guilty. I want to watch it. I want to find out. I like this type of shit. I don't like that there's violence involved. I don't want anybody hurting any women, but I, you know, the part of me is like, I can't see JLR doing it because he's just a little guy, you know. But those be the ones. Those be the ones. I'm just saying, those be the ones. Congressman fucking us. Those be the ones, man. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Hit that sub button while you're here. Tap that like button, man. Get me into the algorithm. I appreciate you guys, man. Come back and hang out with us. We like to have fun over here. It's about entertainment in the end. I'm an entertainment type of YouTuber. I'm a reactor. If you guys haven't heard of Plunder, I think most of you have probably if you're in the true crime area. Do me a favor and go over there and sub to her channel. She's got 226,000 subs, y'all. I think y'all heard of her. Shout out to her. That's fire.
Order of protection right now. Will it evolve? Will a case in Chelan County open up? Or, you know, the jurisdictions
and my work
can be confusing. So all we have to wait for now is, of course, the rest. We have body cam on the way, which might take until May 7th. We have April 21st, about 3 weeks.
Oh, we got body cam. Ooh, that right there. We're going to tell the tales, y'all. Body cam is going to tell the tale, man. Yeah, she's decent. I like her. I like everybody, man. I'm. You guys know me, dude. Unless you seek out to fucking do something to me, I'm pretty chill with the tubers, man. I'm pretty chill with all the tubers. I try not to do hate videos on people that don't start with me, but oh, Toddy there, you started with me. Yeah, I think the body cam will help tell a little bit. Like we could be able to get some reads off of her, how she's acting, you know, certain things like that. I still got all kinds of black shit coming out of my nose from work, dude. I hate that. It's bad. I hate wearing them fucking masks, though. It's bad. It's like black shit. Shit. It's like black dust. Shoot at the body cam May 7th. Yeah, that's what she just said.
So from now, this order of protection hearing in Hot Springs. I want to find more photos of this huge Hot Springs tower I went up in, and we walked all the way down. I walked, and it was beautiful up there. Anyway, it does not mean that Magnolia or JLR will be at that April 21st hearing, because I remember reading somewhere in the transcript. In that transcript, I remember reading they don't have to appear. So this might be something where the lawyers just duke it out. Who knows if it'll just be pretty quick. So that's what we have for now. If you haven't listened to all the calls.
Yeah, I don't think there's an arrest coming. I don't think there's going to be an arrest. But she's probably got a lawsuit on him. JLR hasn't cracked a bit on this, has he? He ain't spoke once about this, has he? He's a hard dude to crack, man. Toddy has had 3 videos taken down. Damn. I think she's got a little bit of a lawsuit there. Sue it. Yeah, it's kind of like sue it. You might as well say. It's a lot of dust and grime and metal and shit too. Like, well, it's gross. He can't speak. I imagine that. I imagine that. I'm gonna stay glued to this. I mean, I don't know how much I'll cover it, but if there's more information that comes out about this, I feel like it. I feel like it. And Hillbilly, I don't hate you for how you feel, baby. I love your opinions. Keep them coming, honey. That's what makes this chat the way it is, man. Hillbilly said, "Don't be mad at me, AD. I'm not mad at you, Hillbilly. I'm not mad at you." Love all y'all crazy fuckers. I gotta work 7 days this week, man. That'd be since fucking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That'd be 11 days straight, and I gotta work. Rethink the mask. I have. I have. Can you get documents in every state? What do you mean? Whatever state you file for, you should be able to. FOIAs. There's a lot of people in there wearing, but they just restrict me too much when I'm working. It's very restricting on my face. I like to move. Like, it's just very, very like, I just hate it. Yeah, you can get documents for pretty much anything. As long as you know all the case numbers and everything you're going for, you got to really know what you're going for. Under does a good
I've
job, though.
published so far. Go back and listen to all of those. Who knows? This case sounds confusing. It seems
It very
sad.
much
I still need to go
does.
listen to other videos of
I'm thinking
ex-girlfriends.
about it because I'm tired of fucking like sniffling and my fucking, I've got black stuff in my nose all the time. I'm thinking about wearing one. I got to work for 11 days straight now. Damn. So I've already worked 4. Now I got to work 7. And then I know I'm going to have to work Monday again, Tuesday. Oh, man, this is going to be like a 24 straight work day without a day off. 24 straight days. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Because I'll have to work Saturday and Sunday. Yep. No, I won't have to work on Easter, so I will get a break on Easter. Yes. I'll get a break on Easter. We do close up on Easter. I forgot about Easter. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we close up on Easter. They got restrictions. Well, you just lie a little bit. There's ways of getting around it. Yeah, I'm going to, man. I'm just happy to be back to work, dude. I'm just glory to be to God, dude, for saving me, bro. I thought the worst was happening to me at one point, and here it is. I'm back to work, and I'm just trying to do the right thing in life, man. Yep, just trying to do the right thing. Be a tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. You don't beat your bitch, JLR. I'll tell you that right now. You definitely don't beat on your woman, man. You don't, dude. That goes for any man out there. That goes for any woman out there, too. You don't beat on your man. Love doesn't come with fucking horrible names. Love doesn't come with fist on the end of a fucking fuck you. That's not what love is. And as you get older, you realize that. You realize that's not love. And that you truly just want somebody that's by your side telling you all the right things. And that isn't going to put you down for all of your wrong things. You know what I mean? It's very give and take. Very, very true. That's so true. Like, you got to be able to, she rolls over in the morning and farts on you every morning, you know? You got to be able to take that. You got to be able to be like, yeah, baby, I love you. Every damn morning, she rolls to the left and farts right on your fucking hip. Yep. And it stinks most mornings. You got to be able to take that. You got to be like, yeah, baby. Food on me. I'm just being serious. You got to be able to take that. Relationships are give and take, man. You got to be able to look past your favorite person's wrongs, you know? If you got trust issues, then you wasn't with the right person, brother. I've had them too before, and I just learned that I wasn't with the right person. I would rather be alone than with the wrong person. Because when you're with the wrong person, you're just wasting your life. You're wasting time out of your life with the wrong person. L-cat. What's up, Sarah? Yeah, we're going to stay on this, man. We're going to stay covering this JLR thing. Buddy. I hope the best for you, man. But I can't cape for you if you have beat on this woman. I can't. I'm just hoping that ain't the case. Yeah, I'm single by choice too. I just would rather see people, until I find the right one I know I want to sink my life into. Because the next one I sink my life into, it has to be the last one. Shout out to you, Sarah. You know we're here, baby. You guys have a beautiful evening. Beautiful evening. I love y'all. Hit me up. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Every night we do this show, 7 p.m. Thank you guys for all the new people in the chat. We appreciate you. Thank you for your commentary and all of your thoughts. We love it. Your opinions matter over here because guess what? Everybody's got one. I love y'all. Have a great night.